Hey guys, welcome to another episode of YouTube. It's February 10th and Bitcoin's absolutely exploding, Ethereum's absolutely exploding. None of this should come to you as a surprise if you've been a subscriber here for quite a while. And of course, all of you are well aware that Tesla has been buying Bitcoin as well as planning to start accepting Bitcoin in the future. So you guys, I'm going to dive into a few things in the charts and all that sort of stuff. So if that sounds good to you guys, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. So if you guys have been following along on the channel recently, you'll know that I've been mostly excited about Ethereum these days, and that was because of this perfect pattern right around all-time highs that Bitcoin had just given us a practice run at just about a month or two prior. Absolutely beautiful. We basically had this delivered to us on a silver platter, you guys, and I pointed that out to you guys in the before we got the breakout on Ethereum here. So this should not come as a surprise, and I'm just absolutely loving being in a long position. I have taken a whole bunch of profits along the way. I'm going to go into where I entered my trade and what I am doing from here, but that'll be a little later in the video. I think Ethereum has a whole bunch of room to explode to the upside yet. I mean, if we look at what Bitcoin did after it broke out a similar level, similar pattern, you can see that it instantly got something like 111, or if we go to the bottom of this weekly candle, I think it's something like 120, yeah, 120% move. I pointed this out in my last video. If we get the same thing, I mean, something about around 120% move would put us somewhere around 2,900 US dollars for Ethereum. Um, I just think to me it looks very possible. I'm not going to say it's probable because anything can happen, and none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research, form your own opinions. I'm just showing you some similarities in chart patterns and how I'm looking to potentially play this market. But yeah, everything looks identical to me. Same four stick pattern here, breaking out of all-time highs, just explodes for 4 full weekly candles. Where are we on Ethereum? We're only on our second, you guys, and I think there's absolutely room to grow to the upside. So I'm absolutely excited about that. And in my last video too, I pointed out that this range is something like a 64% range, where on Bitcoin it was only about a 24-25% range, so almost 3 times the size. So you guys are probably well aware that normally in volatile market conditions, Ethereum and altcoins especially, they fluctuate much higher percentages than Bitcoin typically, right? So if we have the same pattern playing out, we might get much more than a 120% move, right? We might get something more closer to 200 or 300%, but obviously anything can happen, like I said, guys. So if we're just going for a similar move, it would be getting close to 3,000. Of course, 2,000 will probably be some sort of a nice round psychological barrier, and we might get a bit of a pullback there. But as far as the macro trend goes, I think this is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because this only tells us so much. I'm going to hop over to the 4-hour chart. And this white line that I pointed out in that chart, I mean, that's kind of I picked a middle point between the highest point of this range back here and kind of where we started this trading range here. And you can see that we wicked to it basically perfect on this past weekend. And I absolutely entered another trade. I did play this breakout trade, but I did end up taking a bunch of profits and getting stopped out on the rest. But I ended up entering another trade just above 1,500. I think it was something like 1,505, something like that. Absolutely nailed the bottom there, and that was just going for a perfect support or resist to support flip, as well as that nice round $1,500 level I thought may serve some significance. Just looking at this cluster back here, a bit of a green support box. Everything was just kind of lining up, and you know, in my previous video I was so extremely bullish on Ethereum. I'm just looking for reasons to pull the trigger on these long positions because I think this market is insanely bullish. So that was kind of my thought process there. Absolutely great gains. It's a beautiful position, and I don't really want to find a new entry. So yes, I've locked in position parts of my position up here. But yes, I am definitely leaving some of my position open, and honestly, a good chunk of my position open, because I think that being in this kind of a long entry when I'm looking at this kind of a price move, this whole move here, I mean, I would just love to ride that whole train, you guys. So we're gonna see what happens here. Um, just zooming into the 15-minute chart here. This is the entry I was talking about. Look how perfect we wicked to that white line. That was about 1491, 1492. But again, I was looking at a nice round number, 1500. Felt like I'd play it a little safe. Basically, as soon as we got around that 1500 mark, I just decided to start throwing in a bit of money. So absolutely exploded from there. I have these very micro lines mapped out. You can see we had this bit of a rising wedge or channel forming, dropped it, had a bit of a pullback to be expected. These are just micro moves, guys. I'm just looking at this for my own entertainment and watching things bounce around, but I'm already in a beautiful trade, and I plan to ride it out, and hopefully we do carry on to the upside. If I hop over to the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, I had this purple trend line mapped out for quite a while, and you guys will probably remember it from this being the fake out Elon pump when he changed his Twitter bio, I believe it was. And it ended up selling back down just as fast. But I did mention in my videos that I thought if we kept testing at this line and we get back above it a second time, that I thought we were going to make some moves, and that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin as well, I'm in a beautiful trade on that. I think from somewhere around 38,000, something like that. Once again, I've locked in a bunch of profits, but I still have a good chunk of my position open because it's such a good entry. I just don't want to lose that. I wouldn't be all too surprised if we do drop a little bit lower, but I'm hoping this turns into a bit of a bull flag, and also we have a bit of horizontal resistance back here around this level. Kind of same thing. I'm just mapping out between the center of this bottom and this top. So we'll see if that works out perfectly like that again. Wouldn't be too surprised if we kind of consolidate on this. That would be absolutely beautiful to see if we really held this horizontal resistance as new support, as a bit of a support flip. Absolutely love to see that. And honestly, even if we form some sort of a falling wedge, everyone will get bearish because the price is going down. But in all reality, it's probably just a bit of a consolidation pattern because things are so bullish. Maybe we will drop further, but I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of a falling wedge or sideways continuation pattern or something like that that's going to end up playing out and then carry on to the upside. Of course, those pullbacks can happen, but even if we do get quite a pullback, I'm still going to be extremely bullish on the macro trend, you guys. You don't get companies like Tesla buying into something at the very top of a bubble, right? There's obviously some fundamentals there. If you don't believe that, maybe you just have to do a little more research before just listening to other people's opinions about it being a scam or there's no real value there or whatever, right? I mean, companies like this, Tesla, Elon Musk never became the world's richest man by making stupid $1.5 billion decisions, right? Love the guy or hate the guy, I don't care. The guy obviously knows how to make money, and that's just a fact. And I don't see why he would make a stupid decision about this. The only thing is, I do expect high volatility in both directions, but that doesn't necessarily mean that anything is bearish if it does sell off real hard, real quick. Just because, guys, there's such a low amount of volume happening in the trading right now. Just because the price is skyrocketing doesn't necessarily mean that there's a ton of buying pressure. There is a lot of buying pressure, obviously more than selling, but just the fact that nobody's willing to sell their Bitcoin is really what's driving the price up, right? It's a supply and demand thing. So if there's not a whole bunch of supply there, and I've been talking about this, I think since September, maybe even earlier, that I figured that Bitcoin was going to go into a little bit of supply shock after the halvening, after the demand kind of caught up with the already mined supply. And when you got companies like Grayscale and Michael Saylor and now Tesla buying up Bitcoin, I mean, all you're doing when you're panic selling, guys, is you are selling to those larger players. Obviously, it's never a bad idea to take profits, but just keep in mind that I really don't think this bull market is coming to an end anytime soon, but you guys know my opinions on that, and I've been very vocal about that for a long time. But again, anything can happen. Do your own research, guys. zooming way into my 15-minute Bitcoin chart, yeah, you can see here my entry somewhere around 38, 39,000. We had this falling wedge that I was looking at in the red here. We broke out, and then we got this bit of a pump here. And this happened to be where Tesla announced getting into Bitcoin. And I played this because of the technicals, you guys. And that just goes to show that yes, it's great when you get good fundamentals lining up with things, but I still, no matter how bullish I am on Tesla and crypto and everything, this was 100% a technical analysis move. And on my drive to work, basically, this happened in the morning, and I've never seen profits come in so fast. It was absolutely amazing to be a part of that. And I just really don't think that's the end of the bull market. I think things are going to get a lot more crazy than this. I'm not saying it has to be in the next week or two, but I think when things really get going here, you're going to see some very unexpected, explosive as hell moves in this market. As far as these random lines, guys, I'm not giving them any credit or any weight. I just had those mapped out because, again, it was just a boredom thing, just kind of watching over things. I might watch some sort of a line. Let's say, well, we might have a bit of a rising wedge forming here. This is very micro, you guys. Let's just map something like this out. Might have a bit of a rising wedge there. What's something else we can look for as a more bullish pattern? Let's just say, and again, very micro. Let's just go from here, form something like that, see if we end up wicking to this line perfectly. I mean, just totally random, guys, very random freestyling, and that is not me placing any money behind this. That is just me having fun in the charts, so don't really pay much attention to that, please. Last but not least, guys, I know a lot of you were really looking forward to videos, and I'm sorry that I've been letting you down. I kept saying on Twitter, oh, I hope to make a new video. I hope to make a new video today. I just honestly have been so swamped, you guys. I have been treating this channel for quite a while now, almost like a second full-time job, and just getting very exhausting. And like it's fine. Everything is good. I just really have a few things that I'm working on in my personal life. There's a few things I'm trying to learn right now in the process. Some crypto related, some not related. Just been very extremely busy. Everything is great. I've been trading very aggressively. I've never been trading better, honestly. I am loving the direction I'm heading in right now. I am super stoked on life right now. So thank you for bearing with me. I just might be slowing down, not making videos every day or two anymore. It might only be like one or two a week for a while or something like that while I am in the process of learning a few things here that I'm very excited about. So just bear with me, guys. Once again, sorry, and thanks for tuning into this channel. I love the fact that you guys always show a bunch of support. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I still will be making videos. I'm just taking a little me time because I've been so busy. I just really need a bit of a break, and yeah. Other than that, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think about the videos. As always, comments are super appreciated. The thumbs up are appreciated. The subscribers, thank you so much, guys. Can't appreciate it more. And with that, if I don't talk to you guys in the next couple days, hopefully I'll do a live stream or something this weekend. That would be absolutely a blast. I did one in the past, and yeah, I mean, I never had much of a heads up. I was just figuring out how to do it and that sort of stuff, but I had fun, so I wouldn't mind doing that again. But just it's more so hard on the days where I'm already working my regular full-time job, you guys. I get home and I'm exhausted and I can't always get to my computer and keep, also relationships and that sort of stuff. Just a whole bunch going on, so I'm probably going to be more so focusing on things on the weekends for the next little bit, just to slow down and get some rest and that sort of stuff. So thank you for bearing with me again. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to ramble on about today. Stay safe, my friends. Peace out.